Yo, what's up guys, it's Jackson here back with a new video. Today I'm back on the ladder and I'm playing with the same Xbow deck from last video. It's Xbow 3.0, but I have a rocket instead of a fireball. I like the rocket better because I can beat the earthquake cycle decks and I can beat the E-giant decks. So that's why I've been using it up here, because that's like what mostly the meta is. It looks like this guy's playing log bait. Oh, he has bats, so I actually think it might be a mortar. I'm going to Xbow right here. Let's see what he has. Okay, he goes with defensive mortar. I'm going to electro spirit in the middle. And okay, he goes skeleton king scar me, so the e-spirit gets a lot of value there. I'm just going to log the scar me skeletons and try to kill the skelly king. Okay, wait, that was a really bad ability. The ability is really bad against Xbow because the skeletons from the ability only have 1 health, so the Xbow just shoots them once and kills them. And he actually played his arrows at 0 elixir, so I'm just going to Xbow at like, I think 8. And he's going to have to go miner Dark Goblin, and I'm going to just win the game. So I'm going to miner right now. I'm going to knight right now. Okay, perfect. I catch his miner. There's the Dark Goblin. Okay, yeah, so that's really funny. I knew he was going to have to do that. I'm going to Electro Spirit here for the bats, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's just given up. That was really well played by me because I knew he played the arrows at 0 elixir. So by Xbowing at 8 elixir, I have enough to catch the miner and to block the Dark Goblin. So definitely take that. I think he's given up. I'm going to keep laughing at him. And if he does end up giving up, I'll just cut the game. But I'm going to see what he's going to do first. Okay, yeah, I think he's given up. So I'll see you in the next game. So I'm in the next game against... I'm not even going to pronounce his name because it looks like a bad name. But he has Mortar in his clan name. So I'm thinking Mortar here. So I'm going to hover my Tesla. Looks like he wants to go to my left lane. I'm going to split archers here. There's the Mortar. So I'm going to Tesla immediately. And he has Cannon Cart. Okay, he goes Cannon Cart Mortar first play. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to Electro Spirit low here. And I'm just going to have to play... I'm going to play a knight. I'm scared of the prediction like spell on my skeleton, so that's why I'm playing a knight there. I don't know what spells he has and what his rotation is right now, so I don't want to try to get the most value by playing skeletons, but it actually looks like it would have been better if I would have played skeletons because I could have played the knight on the golden knight. So I'm going to have to skellies here and archers, and I'm going to have to Tesla up high. I barely got that Tesla down in time. Okay, well, oh my gosh. Okay, this guy's arrows too. I'm going to go Electro Spirit over here. Muskie's going to get 2 shots on my tower, I think. This is going to be a really hard matchup. He has Mortar, Arrows, and Cannon Cart, and Golden Knight. So I don't know how I'm going to get an Expo lock. It's going to be really difficult. I'm going to try to Expo here. I'm going to Knight anyway. He goes Mortar opposite lane. This is really good for me because my Knight kites the Mortar for 1 shot. And I block his Cannon Cart. So I'm going to archers to kill the Cannon Cart, and we're going to trade damage here, but I think this is definitely going to go in my favor just because Expo is much better at trading damage than Mortar. And I'm just going to Tesla on this Mortar right now. I was thinking about what to do there. I think that's the best play because I'm going to deny 2, maybe 3 shots. So I'm definitely in the damage advantage, and I have a Tesla down in the left lane. So pretty good start. I got very lucky there that he went Mortar at the same time I went Expo. So I might actually be able to win now because of that, because I don't really know how else I get any more damage the rest of the game unless he makes like a very big mistake. He goes arrows here, so I don't think he has fireball because of that, but I could be wrong. Actually, no, the Expo's in the anti-fireball placement, so he definitely could still have fireball. I'm going to play archer same lane to see if he has a fireball, and he just used arrows. So yeah, he does have a fireball, so it's going to be really difficult because... exactly as you guys can see right here, when you Expo in the anti-fireball placement, it's actually high enough for a musketeer to snipe the Expo. So like if I play it right here, he can musketeer snipe it. So I'm gonna have to like be wary of that, but I don't think he's back to musket. Okay, wow, that was actually really well played. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna retarget it here and save a little bit of health on my Expo. That was very smart by him. I learned something new this game. He goes arrows. I'm going to split archers in the middle and Tesla the mortar. He does block it with the muskie, so I'm just going to log. I do get a nice log there and hit the E-Spirit, so that should clean everything up. We're down a little bit of damage, though. I'm going to Expo here to try to get some damage. I Expo a little bit early, so I take a mortar or a Cannon Cart hit. He goes Cannon Cart himself. I'm going to block the Cannon Cart with my Knight, and I'm going to Tesla it. I'm going to Skellies, maybe. Okay, I didn't get the Skellies down in time. He plays guards, too, so really interesting deck by him. I'm going to beat him really hard if I win, just because this matchup is like 0-100. I'm going to Expo opposite lane, same time he mortars, to see if maybe I get lucky again. I'm just going to have to Tesla. I think he's going to be able to get a Golden Knight down. Yeah, he gets a Golden Knight down, so this is a really bad situation. I'm going to have to Knight. I don't think it'll dash to my tower if he dashes it. Okay, he doesn't even dash it. I'm going to split Skellies in the middle here, and I'm going to Archers right now. Okay, so I do kill his mortar. He does play really bad arrows, in my opinion. I think he should have just let the Musk go. I'm going to Tesla a log here to kill it, because I don't think he'll be able to get a card down in time. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So still only down about 200 damage, but this is going to be very difficult. He's probably going to play like a cannon card up high. Okay, Muskie, that's fine. See, this is a really good defensive Expo because it's going to kill the Musketeer, or he's going to have to play spells on it. So since he played arrows on it, I am just going to rocket his tower. I was going to rocket his tower regardless of whatever spell he played on it. Like if he fireballed my Expo, I was going to rocket because that was just like a really good play because it was going to kill the Musketeer. And this is good too. He messed up his Musketeer there, so my Expo gets a lot of value. I'm able to rocket the mortar and the cannon cart, and I'm going to defensive Expo again. He might go with a Muskie in the middle here, so I'm going to play a Tesla. Okay, he doesn't end up playing it. I'm going to log the tower here. I'm going to get back to one rocket, maybe two. Let's see. I think I can get back to a second rocket. I'm going to try my best. Rocket first, then Electro Spirit, then Skellies. Really bad mortar there. Let's see. I'm going to Tesla high to block the dash. Okay. And I think this rocket gets down, so this is a really good game against a really hard counter. This was definitely his matchup, but I played much better than him, so I'm going to continue to laugh at him. Well played! Let's see where that puts us in the world. I think I should be back into the top 200. That's my goal, is to try to stay there. Okay, so I'm against Duck Boy here. I think this guy's a lava player. I remember his name just because it's kind of funny. Yeah, he is Mega Minion, so I think it is lava. I have a really bad starting hand for lava. I'm just going to log the right tower here. This is really unfortunate because I'm just feeding him 3 elixir with the Knight into the Mega Minion, and then I have to log the tower to cycle. So I'm down quite a bit, but he does play a Tombstone, so it's not the end of the world. He's probably going to zap these Skellies. Yeah, that was a good zap, but it was predictable. So I'm about to play Archers there. That's so unfortunate because I didn't have Electro Spirit. So I'm going to have to Expo here into the Lava Hound. If I Expo'd opposite lane of the Lava Hound, then it would not have been good because we would have just tower traded. But this is actually really good because he thinks I have a Fireball, because the play as a Lava Hound player when you have a fire, like you're against Fireball Expo, is to play Skelly Drags on the Expo because they're just going to die behind the Lava Hound if you play them there because we have a Fireball. But since I have a Rocket, it's actually more annoying for him to play the Skelly Drags behind the Expo or behind the Lava Hound and to use the balloon on the Expo because rocketing a balloon behind the Lava Hound is much better than rocketing the Skelly Drag. So I assume that this guy's going to play like where he's going to put the Skelly Drags behind the Lava Hound a lot more and use balloons on the Expo because it's really easy for him to defend that way and get damage on offense because I can't kill the Skelly Drags easily. I do get a lot of damage there, though, because he didn't know I had a Fireball, or he didn't know I had a Rocket, so that might be enough to win the game. We'll see. I'm going to Archer same lane here. He goes Lava Hound. I'm just going to set up for defense, I think. I don't feel comfortable Lava Hounding into, or Expoing into a Lava Hound and a Mega Minion. Keep making a lot of mistakes commentating today. Let's see. Tesla's getting a lot of value. I'm going to log all the Skellies here from the Tombstone. I'm going to play Skellies on the Mega Minion, and I'm going to play an Electro Spirit. And he zapped, so I'm going to play Archers here just to be safe. Okay. And I'm going to Expo, and I'm going to block the bridge because he's going to get a nice Fireball here if he gets it down in time, but it looks like he doesn't get it down in time, so this is really good for me. He has a Mighty Miner too. Okay, that's interesting. So this is going to be really hard to win just because Skelly Drags are really annoying since I have a Rocket, but I think I can manage because I had a pretty good start. But this is very close. I'm going to Expo again immediately. He's probably going to go Balloon. Yeah, so that was a prediction Balloon. It doesn't really change much, but it was a prediction, so it does kill the Expo a bit quicker. I'm going to Knight here to save these Archers and Skellies because trying to cycle. He goes Mighty Miner here, so I think that's just going to die. He does pop it, which is pretty good for me because it's opposite lane. I'm going to play Archers here on the Skelly Drags. Oh my gosh, okay. I sacrificed one Archer. I should have played them up in front of the Expo and a little bit to the left. So a bit of a mistake on my part, but I don't think it changed anything because he Fireballed anyway. I'm going to Expo here. He Lava Hounds, okay. And I'm not going to log the Tombstone because I think he's going to get a Mighty Miner down in time maybe. Okay, wait, if my Knight hits the Skelly? Okay, never mind. He did get the Mighty Miner down in time. He does go with the Fireball, hit my tower again. So this is really hard. He has really good defense against the Expo, surprisingly. I'm going to Skellies here and Knight. I pull the Lava Hound, which is awesome because I'm not going to take tower damage. I'm going to Electro Spirit now. He's probably going to zap. Okay, he doesn't end up... Oh, yeah, there's a zap. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to play another Tesla here. Hopefully the thing dies. Okay. I'm going to Xbow up here. I'm Xbowing one tile higher so he can't fireball the Xbow in my tower because he's catching up in damage. He goes Mighty Miner. I'm going to cycle Skellies and then play archers over here. I'm spreading these out. I don't think he can fireball the Tesla in the tower, but he can the archers in the tower. But he has to fireball the Xbow. I get a nice rocket there. I had to take that. And those Skelly Drags are really bad in my opinion because the Lava Hound was almost dead. And I can protect my Tesla. He goes with the Lava Hound at the bridge because he's desperate. I'm going to Tesla right here so the Lava Hound pulls because I don't want to take any damage on my tower, like literally none. He goes with the Fireball. I'm going to play a second set of archers here. He gets a Mighty Miner down, so I'm not going to get any damage because that card has a billion health. I'm going to log the tower. I'm going to Electro Spirit the Skelly Drags. Okay, Tesla in the middle. Lava Hound at the bridge again. And the Skelly's here. He does hit the ability. I'm going to rocket the tower. Okay, wait, archers. This is going to be so close. Okay, he fireballs my Tesla. I'm going to get back to another one. Hopefully it pulls the balloon. Okay, Skellies. And I think I need to log, and then I'm going to play one more set of archers to be safe. And I think I can get the rocket down. So that damage is going to make it close, but my rocket's going to hit the tower, so I am going to win. That was a really nice match against this deck. He has a pretty good matchup. I would say maybe it's like 70-30 or 80-20 for him. But I definitely played much better than him, so we deserve that win. Okay, I'm against Rockstar. If you guys don't know, this is a Spanish player or Mexican player. And he plays giant bowler, or not giant, but bowler balloon freeze. So he's going to bowler here. So I am able to just block it with a Knight. This is really good already because I can reset it with the Electro Spirit and it's not going to hit my Expo. I'm going to block his barbell with skeletons. This is really good because I knew what he was playing. So I get a fat Expo connection here. I'm just going to play archers to defend the Inferno Dragon. This matchup's really good with a rocket because it gets so much value. Because the way they like to play it, if you have a fireball, is to play like all of their cards in the same lane. Because they give you a lot of fireball value, but their cards have so much health that it like doesn't really matter, if that makes sense, because it doesn't really change much. That's like their only way to break through. So he goes Lumberjack Loon here. I am just going to go Tesla low, and I'm going to log the Lumberjack. I think it might hit my Tesla once. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to Electro Spirit here. He might freeze. Okay, it's dead. Oh, wow, he freezed. Okay, he froze. I'm going to Xbow opposite lane here. I think he's at 0 elixir. I'm going to hover Skeletons for the Inferno Dragon. Because he's going to play it at 4. Okay, there's the Inferno Dragon, so I do block that there. And I think I'm just going to let it go. If I had Electro Spirit in hand, I would go Archers on it too to get more damage. And then just defend it with the Electro Spirit. But since I don't have it, I'm just going to let it take most of the tower and then play Archers on defense. Because he has to defend these Archers or it takes his tower. He's probably going to defend it with like a Bar Barrel. Yeah, there's the Bar Barrel. Okay, so I'm just going to log that. So his tower's in like maybe 5 logs. I'm not really too sure about the new log damage. I don't know the numbers memorized yet. I'm going to Tesla this Electro Dragon here in the balloon placement. So if he does balloon same lane, it gets pulled by the Tesla. And if he balloons opposite lane, I can just go Knight and then Rocket because he's going to go Balloon Lumberjack. Okay, he goes Balloon Lumberjack in the left lane. So I'm going to just Rocket this, I think. Yeah. It does go to, that was a kind of a bad rocket because it pushed the balloon to my tower, but I don't take the death damage, so it doesn't actually change anything at all. Okay, does he let the E-Spirit hit? He does. Okay, so the tower is definitely 2 logs, and he goes with a bowler, so I'm going to defensive Expo. That's kind of the play when they play a bowler in like defense to go to offense, is to defensive Expo in this placement. You defensive Expo in the opposite lane of the bowler because then you can activate your King Tower with the Tesla from the balloon. I'm going to Tesla right now, and then I'm going to block the Inferno Dragon with my Skellies and Archers over here. He freezes, so I'm just going to play an Expo. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a balloon hit, but I don't think it's really going to change anything. He does go with the bowler here. I think this game's already over there. I don't think I can lose my tower in 7 seconds. So, a really good game against Rockstar. He's very well known in the Spanish community because he has such a big following. Okay, so I'm actually going to show this replay here because I forgot to record this live, but I'm against Nexus. This guy was the highest finishing Expo player last season, if you guys didn't know. I think he actually had a top like 10 or 15 secured, but he kept playing and choked it. So he's not playing Expo against me, luckily, but I kind of wished he was when I was playing. And he's actually playing Royal Hog's Mirror with Archer Queen and Earthquake. So insanely hard matchup. I had no reason to win this against him. And I'm going to point out to you guys where he actually lost the game for himself because it's very subtle. But we'll get there eventually. The key in this matchup is to just rocket cycle them because you're not able to get a lot of Xbow damage. Just because by the nature of his deck, he can go like cannon on defense and then Earthquake log the Xbow. He could go pigs on the Xbow, for example, because I don't have a fireball. Or he could just go like mirror Earthquake log on the Xbow or maybe even an Archer Queen. There's so many different ways for him to defend Xbow. So that's why it's easiest to just resort to rocket cycling. He goes Queen in the back here. I do rocket the Queen, but I think this was actually a big mistake because I forgot he had mirror. And he could just mirror the pigs at the bridge, and then I'd take a lot of damage. So I go Skellies, Archers, and Log. He does Earthquake there, so those level 16 pigs are going to get so much damage. So I'm already playing from behind. That was definitely a mistake on my part. Shouldn't have rocketed the Queen. Should have just set up for defense. If I had Tesla, I could have like Tesla'd in the middle or something in the anti-Earthquake placement. He goes Fire Spirit at the bridge. I'm going to block it, obviously. And he's probably just going to Archer Queen again, so I'm just going to set up a Tesla up high. Yeah, wait, actually, no, I didn't. I Xbowed. I'm not sure why I Xbowed there in the moment, since I'm talking over this after. This game was a few days ago. Okay, he goes pigs. I'm going to play archers, and then they're all just going to kind of do their thing. I want to go opposite lane of him because on the off chance that I do get Xbow damage, I need to be in the opposite lane because if I go same lane against him, he's just going to get free Earthquake damage on my tower every time I Xbow because he's going to Earthquake it. That's why I'm going opposite lane. I Xbow again here. This is actually where he loses the game. He goes Earthquake, Mirror, Earthquake, Log. So he just got so much spell damage on the wrong side of the map. Like he was attacking my left tower, but then he just did like, I think maybe 600 or 700 damage worth of spells to that lane and took damage. And since he spent all that elixir, I got a free rocket on the tower. So he got 600 damage in the wrong lane, and I got 500 damage in the correct lane. So that's definitely where he lost the game. If he didn't do that, he definitely would have won. He gives me a nice rocket here, so I'm going to take that. I hit everything, which is nice. I think he might go mirror pigs here, so I'm holding my Tesla. Can't remember if he plays them or not. Okay, yeah, he goes mirrored pigs, so that's a nice Tesla in the middle. He does go with a cannon with it too, so I think I need to log because the level 16 and the cannon killed my Tesla. And I play an E-Spirit just to be safe, but I didn't actually need it. But he logs anyway, so not the end of the world. I'm going to Tesla again in the middle here. Okay, wait, I had to rocket that Queen. I don't want to play Knight on that Queen because I like to keep it for defense. I'm going to Tesla low here because I know he's not back to an Earthquake. So we're down about 400 damage, so like almost one rocket. And he plays he misclicks an Earthquake there. I was supposed to be pigs, but he does make up for it by predicting my Xbow. So not the end of the world for him. He lost about 200 damage, and I got about 200 damage. I can't remember if that ended up making or breaking the game, but that was just a mistake, a misclick. I had to rocket this once again. Didn't feel comfortable Teslaing because I wasn't prepared. He goes Earthquake there on my tower. So I'm just going to keep cycling. He predicts it with the cannon, so I just get the Tesla in the middle here. But he's obviously queens the Tesla because that's the correct play. So he's ready for it. And he splits pigs there, so I'm not worried about the pigs in the right lane as much. I'm trying to more or less defend the pigs in the left lane. And he goes mirror EQ on my tower, so I just have to Xbow. I'm trying my best. His cycle is really bad right now. So he has to play a lot of elixir to kill this Xbow, and I rocket the tower here because I know he has to commit more elixir to kill my Xbow, either Pigs, Queen, or Earthquake, all of which is a lot of elixir to spend whenever I have 10. So I rocket the tower there, and then my Xbow actually gets through his pigs, so I am able to get another Xbow lock, which is really lucky. And I just defend anti-Earthquake position, Tesla, rocket the tower, and I'm only one rocket away, so I'm just going to block this knight or this queen at the bridge with a knight and rocket the tower with 8 seconds left, and that's going to take the tower. I'm going to laugh at him because he has no reason to lose that matchup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.